Hi there. On a very stealthy installment of Nerdarchy, for nerds by nerds, we're going to get roguey with it by talking about rogues. Alright, so who wants to launch in first on our sneaky friends?
Our sneaky friends, rogues. Well, you know, rogues got the biggest bump when it came to 3rd edition. I think.
First off, let's not denigrate things into using the T word, because that's very offensive.
Oh, we're not going
Yeah.
to talk about the thief.
The thief, that's a very hateful slur to use against the rogue, because they're very legitimate now.
Yeah, they've branched out. But anyway, you know what? By the way, my name's Dave.
I'm Nate. Ted.
And I'm Ryan, launching us on the tangent.
Yeah. So rogues, okay? You know, rogues really, they're one of the most changed classes in the game, I think, because initially they were the T word, thief, right? And they had a very limited role. You were the thief. You found the traps. You picked the locks.
And maybe once per fight, you get a backstab.
It was almost as if, hey, we need to go through this dungeon, and dungeons have these bad, terrible things. We need a class that just does get us through this dungeon.
Right, and you know, not only that too, it was also one of the easier classes to use as well. So we talked about in our fighter video how you got a new player at the game, you just hand them a fighter, but I don't want a fighter. And it didn't matter what they wanted to play because you gave them the fighter because it was easy. Well, when they graduated from the fighter, you'd let them play the rogue. Well, back then, the thief.
Right. Well, I mean, yeah, they're pretty comparable. But.
Or the dude who didn't pay his pizza share last week. All right, you're playing a thief this time.
Yeah, you look for the traps. And what was always great about having a rogue or a thief, as the case may be, to look for the traps was either way he found them.
Right. One way or another.
Be like, we'll be back here. We got your back. We're watching for monsters over here.
Yeah. The number of times that I've seen the thief or heard the thief say, "All right, I didn't find any traps. It's clear. Go ahead, guys."
Yeah.
Well, actually, so the watchword when you're playing a rogue and your GM tells you you don't find any.
Yeah. The most dreaded phrase ever uttered to the rogue character. You don't find anything.
Yeah.
Make sure for you DMs out there that you don't say there are no traps.
Yeah, you never say there are no traps.
You always say, well, you don't find any.
Yeah.
Because eventually they're gonna fail the roll. They're not gonna know they failed, and something bad's gonna happen, and then your PCs will know, and they will fear that phrase.
The next thing you know, your character has stuck his hand into his sphere of annihilation.
And now he pulls it back, and there's just a stump. Stumpy. Yeah, except for thanks for hanging out with us.
Subscribe, comment,
check us out at nerdarchy.com.
Or all other places. Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter.
Like us on Facebook
Just type in Nerdarchy and we will appear.
So until next time, my friends, stay nerd.